because I want to quote a statement which is delivered by the अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी। ये भारत किसी भूमि का टुकड़ा नहीं, ये जीता जागता राष्ट्र पुरुष है। ये धरती, ये अर्पण की धरती है, ये दर्पण की धरती है। इससे मैं ये अर्पण की धरती है और ये दर्पण की धरती है। मेरा जीना ही इसके साथ सुनेगा तो एक ही आवाज आएगा, भारत माता की जय। So this quote is the main deliverment that Atal Bihari Vajpayee want to express the vision of undivided India, express the vision of strength of India and express the vision of unity of India. In India, there are different states but one nation. There are a different path but one target. There are a different culture but one religion. There are different societies but one India. There are different colors but one Tiranga. So why not one election? Why not one nation, one election? So these are the main relevant topic of that are the needs of India in the current scenario, sir. So sir, I want to deliver that is this a recent topic? No. This topic, one nation and one election, is not a recent topic. It is the ancient topic when the India has been fully independent. Then in 1951 to 1952, the world have using one nation, one country, one nation and one election. In 1952 to 1957, 1957 to 1962, and 1962 to 1968, in that scenario, one nation and one election has been conducted by the India, but due to the some circumstances, the legislative assembly of the India has been dissolved due to the some circumstances. Then the concept of one nation and one nation and one election has been dissolved. And that's what we're talking about. If their other commission, report has been also supported for one nation and one country, yes. The first thing is the Law Commission of India in 1999 and the 1999 and the Election Commission in 1983 proposed to concept of the one nation and one election. So sir, this is not a recent topic, sir. This is an ancient topic, but due to some circumstances, this is not into the uses, sir. So what is the main profit when we implement one nation one election? First is cost reduction. We know that sir, in India the frequent election has been conducted by the government into the different scenario and to the different time to time. So the data is delivered by the Election Commission of India in 2014. The total cost is 1,115 crore. And so this cost has been reduced in 2014, that's 3,850 crores, and this also increased day by day into the 2019 election of the Lok Sabha, that's increased 6,870 crores. So these are the only record that's are shared by the Election Commission of India. But sir, in reality, that's not reality. India government and the Election Commission of India has hidden the reports and not say the main report which are delivered by the different. In actually, the India has solved and India has expended as large amount of money on the conducting the different and frequent election into the states. So this is the first. And so the second is the public welfare. So we know that in India the frequent election has been conducted into the several time into the several states into day by day. So firstly, when we are talking about as example, first Bihar has conducted the election, then Punjab has conducted the election, then so Himachal has conducted the election. So in that situation, all the public scheme is resolved and in the house mode. Because the model code of conduct has been implemented on these positions. So when the model codes of conduct has been implemented on this point, this all the public welfare, public scheme has been come into the house mode. the hand of the central government has been to stop, to publish, to introduce to any policy, sir. So these are the second reason. So it's need to implement one nation and one election. And so thirdly, sir, this is not violating only the public welfare scheme, it's also violating the public life, sir. When the frequent election has been conducted by the different states, so rallies has come on the roads and they disturb the position, they disturb the roads, they disturb and they create a noise pollution. So sir, this is another advantages due to not conducting the one nation and one elections. And so then fourth is that when we conduct one nation one election at a time, that's finally resolve the concept of communalism, casteism, religion based, and so this has been helpful to give the support to the people. So sir, that is the fourth advantage. And what is the fifth? So when we using a one nation and one election, then it's reduce the black money extortion. Black money using concept has been totally resolved when we implement one nation and one election. So sir, that is the advantages. And then sir, another advantages is vote bank politics. Vote bank politics is also reduced and cut off when we implement one nation and one election. Sir, I talk about all the advantages and advantages scenario of the one nation and one election. But we know that every coin is having two sides. One is positive side and second is negative side. So then I am talking about what is the negative side of the one nation and one election. So when we implement the one nation one election at a time, then it is become a mega event. It's became a mega election. It is the very complicated procedure to establish, to maintain the decorum of the election at a time of this scenario. That is the disadvantages. And so here having a logistic issues, that is VVPAT and EVM. So when the central government, union government has been announced at a time of mega events of the election, at a time, then sir, one demerit is exist that the government is fully impossible. The government is fully incomplete to provide one time VVPAT and sir election VVPAT and the EVM machine at that scenario. And so then another is that it's totally interpret the provision of the Constitution of India. It means why is interpreting the Constitution of India? Because the Constitution of India having declared the different scenarios of the election. Firstly, Lok Sabha election, then Rajya Sabha election, firstly central election, then state election. So that's a big mistake.
Last 1 minute.
Yes, sir. So then the last I want to conclude that when one nation, when election has been imposed on the governments, then the last thing is that the government has fully incapable to giving the procedure when any legislative assembly has been resolved due to any reason by one nation one election. Then what is the concept again? What will we do? That concept has been not explained by the government of India. That's all.